Astra, this is Selene. I've crashed on Atropos. I survived, but Helios did not. Suit status operational, but my sidearm is missing. I'm leaving comms open.
Okay, hi. This is Vagrant. Welcome to our next brand new playthrough. We're going to be playing Returnal. Now, Returnal is I'm just going to do some changes while this is going on. Returnal is, or was, a PS5 exclusive that just came onto PC relatively recently. Do my usual change. Hopefully that makes enough of a difference. We shall see. Yeah, so it came out on PC on the 15th. So by the time you see this, probably a week or two ago. But yeah, it was a game I really wanted to play for a long time, and was really excited to see that it was coming out on PC. I think we're going to stick with the... Am I going to turn ray tracing on? It's going to hammer my system, isn't it? Yeah, it's fine. We'll go with this for now. And yes, we crash-landed on this alien planet, looking for the White Shadow broadcast. Now, what it is a roguelite. A roguelike. You can kind of call it either. Roguelite, I suppose, would be the better term. Which, you know, if you see me play Hades, for example, you'll know what that means. It means we're going to die a lot. But each time we go on a new run, things are going to be different. We're going to get new equipment, and eventually we'll get to the end. And it's a third-person shooter iteration of that. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to see Sony finally putting their games on PC as well. I think that's really cool. It takes a little longer than I'd like it to, but hey, it's something. So, let's have a little look around. Runs really nicely, really smooth. And I will say, at the very least, they bring their games onto PC, and they do it properly. You know, I've been playing Spider-Man on the side as well. In terms of the graphical options and stuff like that, it's always a really good variety. Maybe I should go towards the big, big blue thing, eh? Oh.
Abandoning Helios. Heading towards White Shadow broadcast.
See you later, Helios. I assume that's my ship. Now, given how the game looks, and I suspect a lack of cutscenes, we will have to use photo mode occasionally. But I think that's okay. Very cool looking planet. Look at this. How ominous. Ominous as balls, ladies and gentlemen. Ominous as balls. Just a bouncy little mongoose. Living my bouncy little mongoose life.
This forest contains extensive ruins of a xenotype civilization. Ancient walls, foundations, and statues.
I'm playing with an Xbox controller, so I don't have the DualShock effect, unfortunately. I don't know why I don't just plug in my PS5 controller, but it seems so unnecessary. I dislike not having a gun in this situation. It's a little spooky. Oh, what's that over there? Hello? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that good? Obolite powers... Ooh. Obolite, a previously unknown radioactive mineral with a crystalline structure and a golden glow. After separating the material from any unknown error, can be auto-gathered by the suit's resource tank. The radiation signature on the local structures indicate that this has been the primary energy source for the sentient civilization. Highly likely that the collected minerals can be used to power dormant xenotype machinery. Additional data needed for further analysis, and we've powered up 1% of our research, so I guess as we collect more of it, we'll get more. I love a roguelite. I love research things as well, so I'm excited about that. Also, the opening, super reminiscent of Metroid Prime.
Scout log, Atropos. I have found a deceased Astra Scout here. Checking identification on helmet. It's... sidearm. Continuing towards the signal's origin.
I mean, that's gonna mess you up, isn't it? Finding your own corpse. Nice. Alright, we got a gun. Selene's got a gun. Press to access your suit computer. View map, status, equipment, and data bank. Okay, so there's some health in there. Love that. I love this kind of slight lo-fi aesthetic. This is very, it's very alien, isn't it, really? Status. It's got weapon damage, protection. We've got stats, permanent upgrades, obolites, keys, and ether. Equipment. Just got my pistol. And then obviously we have... Oh, we've got a pistol here as well. Proficiency level 5, 15, and 25. I wonder if we get that just by shooting things in the head. Let's find out. Undiscovered item. Preliminary analysis. Safe to approach. Potentially beneficial. Hold to scan. My favourite thing. Large silphium. Repairs major damage to integrity. Show me silphium. Right, yeah. A xenofungus with unusually strong and flexible fibers that are suitable for repairing damage. Oh, so I didn't just eat it. Like, this is green. I should shove it down my throat. The fruit bodies are green and feature small antennae like extrusions and deep funnels, both of which are luminescent, potentially for the purposes of corrupted data. As the fruit bodies reproduce by fragmentation, they create strong web-like strands between them. Molecular analysis indicates that it has an earthy anise flavour and a scent similar to certain cultivated moss. Maybe she's just eating it. Culture samples requested by Astrakhan. Additional data needed for further analysis. Alright, cool. Jeez, those doors are intimidating. Why is that red? Why is that red? Why is everything red? Red is bad. Red is never good. Locked gate requires a key. Okay. Ah! Are you trying to... They're trying to kill me. I'm gonna run it through. I'm scared. So, yeah, isn't that beautiful? It's a roguelike, though, so each one should be different. I mean, I'm sure this one isn't. But there's going to be randomization, there's going to be weird stuff. I'm quite excited to dig into it, really. You know how I am with my roguelites. Excuse me, that's my corpse. Rude. Dance, big boy. So yeah, it's as you can see, kind of a bullet hell game.
Hostile fauna dispatched.
Adrenaline levels. Your adrenaline level is raised for every 3 hostiles you eliminate up to a maximum of 5. Okay, resets when you take damage, so don't get hit. Makes sense. Photo mode. Oh, that would have been a good photo. Press up on the D-pad. That's good to know. Okie dokie. What have we got here? It's like a little radio or something. Scout log.
Recorded log found. Adding to databank. Playing back now. Scout log. Atropos.
I'm just gonna I know we have to do this every time, but I can hear the difference in the audio in my ears, and I know that the dialogue is getting drowned out compared to the SFX.
Elapsed time 30 minutes since
That'll
last
do.
crash. Whole areas of this forest are rearranging themselves like a fluid puzzle after each of my... Whenever I return, per Astra protocol, I will not be recovered until I reach the broadcast signal. If you're hearing this, you are stuck here too. I don't remember recording that.
No. Oh, hello. It's gonna freak me out every time. Okay. Kerberon. So our first hostile. Medium-sized quadruped with lizard-like torso and head, but with feet and mane made of long tentacle-like limbs. The tentacles are unusually flexible and strong, able to bunch together to support the creature's weight as it moves and to make it feature in certain Japanese movies. The longer main tentacles are likely used for sensing environment for threat displays as the blue luminescence it emits intensifies just as it's about to attack. The creature attacks mainly with unknown reference energy it spits from its mouth, but can also leap at the target at close range. We also got resin, a siliphium that's undergone unknown reference. The resin form seems to be the end result of sudden explosive excretion of a sap-like substance from the fruiting body. We've all been there, folks. We've all been there. This sap hardens fast when exposed to air, creating crystalline structures. This hardened substance is still malleable and exceedingly suitable for improving the suit's max integrity. Okay, I think they do something different. I think improving the suit's max. Oh, whatever. Fluid puzzle. Yeah, so it's basically, yeah, Forest is rearranging itself. I will not be recovered until I reach the broadcast signal. So we got our first goal at the very least. A Tropian key. There's going to be a lot of reading in the first episode, but I'm trying to make sure that I do this a little bit more often in the games I play. I want to sink into the world building a little bit more. Technology consisting of a triangular metallic wedge with a hologram sphere encoded with data similar to an access code. Energy signature indicates that it's used to open locked gates and containers. Despite the sturdiness of materials, the object is programmed to passing error itself upon use for some unknown reason. To kill itself, basically. It's a millennial key. It has one very specific purpose, and when it's done, it is out. It is Dunzel, Washington. Can I sprint? Oh, yeah. It's a really interesting perspective, because look how tiny I am on the screen. It's because it's a bullet hell game, though. Ugh. Let's have a little play around. Oh, hello. Oh, no. Okay, it's done something funky with my, You can seal my program. Oh, very cool, though. It's a cool photo mode. It's a little bit of a shame that, Oh, man, that is awesome, though. It must be said. It's a shame that it's, for some reason, added my, Is that going to go away when I exit photo mode? No. Alright, bear with me. Not going to be using photo mode if I have to do that every single time. That's kind of annoying. What if I put on window full screen? Right. I don't know for sure if that kept the recording, so I'm just going to stop and start, and hopefully that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna hope for the best that nothing's just gone terribly wrong. Lovely. I have gone the wrong way, haven't I? Yes. Anyways, what I think is really, like, roguelikes have a habit, I would say, of not having great stories. Because it's hard. Because it's a randomized game. It's quite a hard thing. It's why I loved Hades so much. The story was so good and so built into the game. Oh. 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 Okay, there's my iframes. It's hard to... I'm just gonna watch this. Yeah, okay. It's hard to integrate a story when things are random like that. So I think it's worth, if the game is trying to tell a story, to try and join in with that. I know that's like the right way to go, but my temptation is to go down there and have a look. Ugh. Okay, so it's filling up those little slots next to my health bar. I wonder what that is.
Security system encountered.
Can I dash through that? Right, cool. It said there were iframes. I had to trust the game wasn't lying to me. Iframes, for people who don't know, are... God, there's something so gothic about this place. Look at that. Isn't that, like, the red and the stonework and this... It's very goth. Iframes are invincibility frames, just... So a frame is like every second? No, every split. I can't remember what a frame is, but a frame is like it's what you're seeing on the screen is more like a series of images, one after another, really quickly, and that's what makes a movement, right? The frame is just a single image. So the iframes is how many of those frames do you get where you don't take damage. So if I get hit during that, I don't take damage. See what I mean? I'm explaining it really badly. I do know what I'm talking about, but I'm just not explaining it at all. Alright, how am I gonna... Do I have to go this way? I think I probably have to jump across it, yeah. Suit integrity increase. Okay, so yeah, we got 3 of those. And now you can see we've increased our maximum health, apparently. Alright, cool. Yeah, we went the right way. Overload. Weapons and attributes do not require ammunition. They overheat fire continuously. After overheating, if you pull the trigger when the indicator is in the marked zone, your weapon overload... Okay, cool. Oh, right, yeah. God, you have to be on top of that. Yeah, and then you need to make sure you're not already firing. Enhanced vision. Oh, interesting. I just wanted to do it on purpose so I could test it out, and we did it successfully. Okay, nice and chill so far. Like I say, we are going to die. This is not one of those games where we can count how many times I die, because it's a roguelite, and death is part of the roguelite experience. I really like the movement. It feels great. Hello, Purple. What do you do? I've got to remember, I've already recorded 15 minutes. Malignant key. Okay, I'm gonna... They have a chance of causing malfunctions. A xenotype technology... Oh, wait. Affected by malignancy, picking up carries a risk of suit malfunctions. Seems to have no other... Okay. Probably gonna give me it, aren't they? Yeah. While in midair, minus 50% weapon damage. Oh, that sucks. Collect obolites. Oh, man, I've already collected most of the ones in the room. That's really annoying. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. What do I get in there? Man, wish I picked up... I mean, how could I possibly have known, obviously, but I wish I picked the key up first. Minus 50% in the air is rough, because I get the feeling I'm going to spend a lot of time in the air. Yeah. What was that? So we'll wait to see what I've got. Status. I was hoping I could see my adrenaline. I've gone 2 out of 3, but I don't know what that means in this circumstance, other than the increased vision. Alright, that's cool. What the fuck is that? Hello. Not sure how I feel about the large orb. I've decided to kill the large orb. I've decided I cannot kill the large orb. Whoa, not cool. Not cool. Orb, you're very suspicious.
Piled corpses of a xenotype species.
Oh, is that what it is?
Likely the architects
Oh wait, no,
of
here.
these ruins. This could be the sentience that broadcasts the white shadow signal.
Well, are we not going to remark on the orb? We just decided that's okay. Alright, moving on. Those doors are intense. Another log.
It is impossible to escape. I have tried everything. I'm always brought back by... There is a moment between death and rebirth when tentacles drag me down, screaming, drowning, returning.
That's why the game's called Returnal. It's definitely... oh wait, no. This one is below me, isn't it? Yeah.
Encountered hostile predator.
Oh, yeah. Bloody hell. Ah, goddamn. Gonna die! Gonna die! I refuse to die. Oh my god.
Highly aggressive. Barely dispatched.
That was close. That was real close. Oh. Calibrator. A xenotype technology that has the capacity to imprint data directly into the user's nervous system. These imprints seem largely for the use of weapons and unknown reference, implying a need to instantly train menus simultaneously. The items adapt to human physiology without any immediately detectable side effects. Oh, excuse me, bloody hell. Making this very interesting technology for further research. I don't see it anywhere. Oh boy, that was... whew. I've got to imagine a lot of people die there. I was I was one hit away. If I hadn't picked up every health pack that I picked up, I'd be dead right now. Okay, but clearly you're able to survive and carry on, because here we are. That's my reward. Grants alt fire. Ooh.
Augments my weapon with an alternative firing mechanism. Highly effective. This will be useful.
Damn. Enhanced overload. Okay. What does that mean? Is it a longer thing? I think it's a slightly longer overload. Wow. Oh, Jesus! Jesus Christ! No, thank you. Right, can I get some health, please? I think I see some over... Is that health? No, it's a key. I don't like living one hit from death. It's very nerve-wracking. Fuck you! I know I can't do that super often. Alright, there is health over there on the right. Oh, that charging noise is my, honey xenotag. Right, where's that health? Oh, it's in there. Okay, No! Come on, game, you absolute goddamn tease. Ah! What the hell is that? I That was pretty inevitable, it must be said. Okay. It's very early 2000s.
Helios! Astra, this is Selene. I survived the... Can you hear me? I'm in my ship. Suit status operational and... I've already experienced this before.
Oh, so it's clearly last time we just went through, our character didn't remember what was going on, didn't remember doing this ever before. For some reason, this time, something's changed, and she remembers going through the process. Bloody hell. Unidentified item in cargo bay. Databank matrix. Selene Vassos, you are hereby ordered to return aboard current Fisher Atropos and its scout ship designation. Helios has not been further planetary study required, so we're not allowed to go. We've been told not to go explore this planet Atropos. Willful and blatant, blah, blah, blah. Emily Sansa started the conversation. Selene Vassos has joined. Cecilia Cara Scott has joined. Emily, something major happened. Selene, is this another emergency drill? I'm still in maintenance. Did you see the white shadow? Blah, blah, blah. Where is this coming from? The void we're crossing has 0 galaxies. Remember when we were diverted? I think this was the reason. Which definitely explains why the upper echelon was so evasive. This is a clear message, maybe a distress signal. We have to go. Atropos has been marked. Approach forbidden. We wait for clearance. I know this. I've heard this before. It's hard to explain. You know this message? What do you mean? Selene? Astra Protocol. Safety precautions. Conduct missions with safe practice guidelines to ensure maximum chances of survivability. Maintain constant contact with team or handler immediately prior to a mission until its completion. Freedom of choice. Achieve objectives through best means possible, altering mission plans as necessary due to conditions in the field. That's very malleable for a higher up. Very unexpected. Scout regulations. Threat assessment. Identify and avoid dangers. Subdue if necessary. Identify safe areas and resources, utilizing as needed. Survive at any cost. Astra Command Employee Record, Selene Vassos, Astra Survey, primary role reconnaissance scout, proficiencies, first encounter, data analysis, field repair, weapons testing, notes, psychological profile flagged, heterochromia, trauma induced. You may have noticed during the cutscene that she has different coloured eyes. Current mission list, Jaeger 675 Olympic Volcanic Fence, that sounds amazing. FQ212 Fossilized Gas Giant, EH652 Mons Timor Peak Ascent, on 883 Aurora Blasted Plains, the Ambrose 415 Crater Site, the Kepler Petrified Forests, the flight over NL604 Maelstrom, and the salvage of the VB wreckage. Hello. I love the transition between first and third. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Every time you die, you return to the crash site without the weapons, artifacts, and resources from last time. Your databank entries and permanent upgrades survive from cycle to cycle. Use these to explore new areas. And I do keep my gun. Okay, well that's new. What the hell is that? Egg? Hello, Egg. Oh. I didn't even realise it was a co-op game. It seems like a game that would be a lot of fun in co-op, actually. Fortunately, I don't have any friends, so... No, yeah, no. It does seem like it'd be good on co-op, I can see that. Bullet hell game. I wonder how they... Oh god, how do you get up there? It's interesting. That's going to be taunting me for a while, I feel like. You know, it's going to be hanging over me from the start of the game. Right, okay, so we're in... The game is kind of the gun. What I really like about this as well, you know, it took no time at all for the game to reveal itself and what the gameplay loop is going to be. Yada yada yada.
The environment wasn't like this before.
Oh Jesus, Lemony Christ! Oh, you're new. I wonder if I wonder how the adrenaline works. Do I get different ones, or is it always the same? Oh, I don't think I need to tap this. He says continuing to tap. Ah, goddammit. Really need to pay more attention. Jesus. Okay, yeah, but like, the game got started really quickly. I get really frustrated with games that take a billion years to get started on their gameplay loop. Oh, can I swim? Yes, that's one way to learn. I'm unable to fucking swim. I must unlock a tech at some point that enables me to drop down into water. Or maybe it's a evil water, I don't know. What's that? There's a little photo thing beneath me. I'm really curious about that. I need a key. Oh, it's a chest, apparently. Doesn't look like a chest. Oh yeah, random environments like this as well, especially because it's 3D, it's going to be really exciting, I think. I mean, this is already really cool. But yeah, I mean, I tried to play Pokemon Legends Arceus for the channel. And the game took so long to get started that I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I really did try, but just could not do it. That's why we never played it on the channel. So, you know. Oh, do I keep my ult fire? What the hell's this? Oh, that was very fortunate, because I'm not gonna lie, that was not the plan. Oh yeah, okay, got my enhanced vision. Don't know what that does, per se. But that's okay. I mean, I'm going to assume it enhances my vision. But how? Oh, we've got 2 doors to go down. Interesting. How does it enhance my vision? Nearly got full health. Not sure how I would ever get in there. I've got to assume, yeah, at the end of the day, it's a roguelike, right? I'm not assuming I'm going to be able to do everything every time until we get more upgrades and stuff. Oh, I like that it's marked like that's grey, so we've been through there before. I like that. That's very helpful. Like these red vines, for example, I don't think I've got a way through those. Don't think I'll be touching that. Ah, there we go. Got ourselves a cheeky key. We're going to go back and use it, I think so. Does this work? This doesn't work, does it? No, I already tried that once. It didn't work last time. Why did it work this time? Let's go back to that chest. And hope that we don't need it for a door. Unknown artifact. Dropped obolites lasts 3 seconds longer. Artifacts are items with beneficial effects. Some have passive effects, while some have activation conditions. Oh, we've got a few here. Okay. You can carry a maximum of 15. Okay, so I think these are probably temporary. These are probably not permanent. Alt fire. I actually don't know where it is. The icon on the bottom left, is it the yellow thing? I think it's the yellow thing. Stagger. Hostiles can be staggered. How do you melee attack? No idea. Your suit can malfunction. Okay, 3 malfunctions is a critical one. How do I melee? Ah! That's not how. I have no idea. Oh, is that a scam? Okay, I've got a scam. I don't know if the game had told me about the scam before. I love that. Is that another chest? Oh yeah, but it's the one that's locked away, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, door number 1 or door number 2? Door number 2 is a pointy door. Let's go through the pointy door first. Top tip for life, ladies and gentlemen. Pointy door first. Looks malignant. Repairs moderate damage to integrity. Well, I don't need it right now, so. That's not cool. I mean, it's very cool, but it's not cool. I can't get this yet, can I? No. And I can't get through here either. God damn, need a key. Okay, fantastic. So just a terrifying room of death. Really? Nothing else for me here whatsoever. Just a spooky room of death. I wonder what that is in the bottom. Is that my weapon proficiency? That white bar underneath my health? Probably. Well, that's not cool. Here, creepy crawlies. Wish I had scanned. It's actually harder to see what's going on. Okay, hello, coffin. Something moving in the distance. Oh, hello, beautiful.
Acquired a xenotype weapon, similar to our carbine technology.
Okay. Each weapon you discover has 3. Alt fire is an alternative weapon, yeah. Stats affect the weapon's power. Traits can modify it or add new behavior, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, yeah, so I think it's just using it, isn't it, basically? Fully explore the overgrown ruins. Collected every xenoglyph cipher, retrieved every scout log, scanned every xeno archive, lots to do, eliminated the boss. Is that like the first area that we're trying to work through? I think so. Open 3... Oh, we should do that just for those purposes then, okay. Work on some of these things. I don't know what it achieves, but... Don't have to know. Viva Scout, this is co-op stuff. Alright. It's a goddamn new tube. Hey, I hit something. And what is this over here? Ah, okay. Oh, this one's alt fight takes ages. But it sounds amazing. I swear. Oh, hello.
Discovered a massive wall beyond which is the white shadow signal. I can't cross the chasm. For now, I'll change objectives and investigate the energy reading in the forest.
Okay, well, see that we need whatever is going to get us. I assume it's like a leash hook kind of thing. It looks terrifying over there. Oh my god. I love it. It's this really interesting mix of like clearly sci-fi and alien and stuff like that, but there's a monolithic, almost King Kong. It's very the start of Space Odyssey.
Scout log, Atropos. Who triggered the broadcast? Do you see the white shadow is something only I should know? And now, out of literally nowhere, I'm hearing it again. Were the sentients involved? But how would they have known? I need to believe there are answers at the signal.
Hearing these noises, I swear I heard like someone. I don't know if it was on. I don't think it was on the voice log. I heard like singing. It was very disconcerting. Okay, let's all keep calm. Okay, I think I can safely say that does not work. That, however, does. Not gonna lie, pretty into this game. Level 4, baby. Enhanced. Woohoo! Enhanced proficiency. Oh, right. Come on. Get out of it! Enhanced Obolite Collection. What we got here? Oh.
Xenotype device acquired. I think...
It's a consumable. A portable sphere consisting of database mismatch. When the object is activated, releases a cloud causing all Atropian turrets within the area to shut down. Oh, yeah, I've got like a billion things to read. Now I can no longer be bothered with what I said earlier. There's the scout logs. We've already read those. And that one we already read as well. Xenotech model. Yeah, I think we have actually kept it pretty up to date. Atropian turret. Stationary gun turret uses defense against native fauna. Lies waiting in a compacted state until it detects a threat in its vicinity. Your turret rotates freely both horizontally and vertically. Some models can generate a force field. Only method to use a slower close range attack. Interesting. Titanops. A large bipedal creature with a left arm completely made of database mismatch and a right arm with an embedded webbed blade-like bone structure. While it doesn't seem to have any projectile attacks, it moves fast by lunging and jumping to get in the melee range, where it can maim its target with its bladed limb. Extreme caution advised. And a broken tripod, a ground-based machine with 3 legs and 2 arm-like cannons, which are now defunct. Tripods share similar structure and technology as the turrets, but due to the more exposed and mobile structure, it seems to have been more corrupted by database mismatch.
This will prove a useful tool.
Consumables. Oh, okay. I know there's an enemy here. I can hear it. Oh, wait. Is it just... Oh, hello. Okay, so I've got 2 things I press RB and I'll take down the turrets. Can't get up there to get that. Don't know how to open these either, so both of those are useless. Lovely. A little bit of uberlight. So I don't quite know what that does.
I've encountered our black box technology holograms. They're showing my last moments.
What? Oh. Oh, crap. Ah! Die, you son of a bitch. Ether is a mysterious resource that's kept on death. Gain Ether by interacting with the Sea Scouts and completing daily... No, come back. Tutorial, come back. No. Okay, but that was good, right? We killed it. Oh. Wait, what? Equipped? No, I don't want that. Do I want that? It is a level 2 pistol. But I'm working on hardened. That's very exciting for me. With my proficiency, I think as we go through, we increase our proficiency, and that means guns we pick up down the line are stronger than guns we get at the very start. But I don't know if that's any better. Let me try it out. Eh. This is malignant, whatever it is. What's ether? Alright, this is what I want to learn about. A purple-coloured, previously undiscovered substance that has curious properties, despite the lack of any necessary structures for unknown error, maintaining a symbiotic relationship with its host. Once interacted with, it adheres to the host, maintains itself in a fixed position in relation to its host despite unknown error. It displays the capacity to negate malignancy as well as power some xenotech devices. Okay. So, I mean, that's permanent stuff. That's something that I can use... I'm guessing ether is the main way we upgrade, essentially, between runs. Now, what do we do about you? Cleanse before ether. Oh. Well, I mean, I don't have the tech anyway, so. So on we go. Ain't dead yet, son. Maybe slightly fortunately, but I ain't dead yet. I want to see if I can make it over there. Okay, so our goal is to find a way to operate the xenotech platform. Oh, messed that up. Stop making creepy noises. Ooh. Oh, it did. I saw it go open there. What did I just say about the creepy noises? Permanent weapon tray. Ah, okay. So as we level up our weapons, that's permanent as well. Don't know what it did, but it feels cool. Not nailing the noob tube, it must be said. what is the blue thing, by the way? I don't really understand what the blue stuff is. It kind of just seems to fly off my suit and hit things, regardless of what I'm doing. It's quite confusing sometimes. Hello. Oh, nice. Oh, we needed that. That door, right, ages ago, but still. I'm glowing red, baby. Right, can I find out what I just did? To my, maybe in progress? Hardened. You're not gonna tell me about that. It's just hard. That's all I get to know. It's hard. Deal with it, okay? That's all you're finding out today. Amazing. Look at it. Glowing like a madman. Whoa! Hello, overlight. Okay, very cool. Or weapon proficiency. Yep. Getting that 1.5. Hello.
Discovered xenotype technology on the corpse of a sentient. Scan is indicating potential for suit augmentation.
I wonder if any of these are alive. As in the sentient humanoid ones.
Appears safe to repurpose. System integration complete. Performing a function test to confirm.
You're an optimist, Selene. I appreciate that. There we go. That is a permanent thingamajiggy. Translocates the devices that allow you to teleport within a biome. Proximity ones have a set destination. Regular ones allow you to select. Alright, sweet. That's good, because like I said, I need to go all the way back to that door from earlier. At some point. So being able to translocate back. And anyways, there you go. Permanent upgrade, right? Cool.
Confirmed. Point-to-point teleportation. Location exit seems fixed.
Did you not read the tutorial? It depends on the translocator. Okay, off we go. See where this takes us. I was about to... She said, what the hell? What is that? How do I dodge the beam? Is the beam good? Is the beam permanent damage, or... It just seemed to track me. I don't know if it was like an aiming reticule or what. I see what it means by dropped overlight now. Is this ether? Nice! Do I want to drop? I don't want to drop down the pit. I mean, part of me really wants to drop down the pit, but I'm not going to drop down the pit. Or am I? No, it's not going to happen. Just a bouncy little mongoose living my life. Oh god. Oh, this looks ominous. Oh no. I don't trust this at all. Hello. Oh. Yeah, sure. Reflexes simulant. Powered with Oberlights, a xenotech device that fabricates items. Oh, okay, so this is what Overlight's... I was wondering what is it for. So it's consumable. Weapon proficiency, that's definitely winning so far. Adrenaline leech, that's an artifact. Repairs integrity by 2% of damage dealt... Oh, that sounds really good, actually. Gain 5% weapon damage per adrenaline level. That sounds really good as well. Oh, I don't know. Isn't proficiency permanent, though? It says huge amount. Oh, I really like that one. 5% weapon damage per adrenaline. Yeah, let's grab it. Let's grab it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Varieties of... Okay. Okay, so now I should have in my equipment... Drop double lights last longer, and weapon damage per adrenaline. Now, I think my adrenaline right now actually sucks, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, I didn't even see this one. Max integrity by 25%. Huh. Interesting. Alright, very cool. I was less... I was saying, that was less ominous than I expected. This is much more ominous anyway. Oh, this I don't trust as far as I can frickin' throw it. Hello, large blood red stone glowing ominously.
Evidence of rudimentary xenotype language discovered. Currently lacking resources to decipher this xenoglyph.
So I need a cipher to figure out the glyph. That makes sense. Hello. Okay, yeah, very cool. So I can go there. I think that's it, though. Yeah, that's the only two I've got. Because, I mean, the temptation is to go back and use that key for ages ago, but I just can't bother. Can I save this game? Yes, I can. So, fun fact, when this game first came out, you couldn't suspend mid-cycle. You had to finish a cycle, and they can often take apparently like an hour to an hour and a half to even 2 hours if you're doing well. This one's taken a while. I know we died early on, but this is still a decent chunk of time. So for YouTubers, that must have been a nightmare. So I'm glad that we can now sort of suspend midway through. This is, yeah, I'm really excited to play the game. It's very much my kind of game. It's gameplay first, but there's a story there that we're going to pick apart as we play through the game. I like playing games that put the emphasis on the gameplay, or very heavily on the story like Disco Elysium, I guess. But this is the kind of thing I needed at the moment. It's very, very different than Disco Elysium, so yeah, really excited about the playthrough. Hopefully you are too. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks very soon. Cheers, much of as always. Bye bye.